गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदान शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनौ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाचेभिर्वाचिनीवती धीनामवित्रवधू गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम शांति 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 ओम साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ओम साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ओम साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। जय हे गजानना जय 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 हे गजानना गजानना हे गजवदना जय 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 हे गजानना गजानना हे गजवदना जय 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 हे गजानना पार्वती नंदन गजानना पशुपति तनया गजानना पार्वती नंदन गजानना पशुपति तनया गजानना पाहि पूज्य देव गजानना जय 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 हे गजानना गजानना 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 हे गजवदना जय 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 हे गजानना। सद्गुरु साई सरस्वती ब्रह्मदेव सती भारती मंगल मंजुळवाग्विलासिनी वीणवादिनी कलावती हम सवाहिनी विद्याधायिनी वेदमाता श्री साई भगवती वेदमाता श्री साई भगवती सद्गुरु साई सरस्वती.
Sai Ram. On behalf of Sri Satya Sai Vidya Vahini, I welcome everyone to this 18th edition of Sri Satya Sai Vidya Vahini Family Satsang. Today's satsang is based on a quotation that appears in the first chapter of the book Vidya Vahini. Let's have a look at a short video which will not only exhibit the quotation but also set the context for what we have gathered for. The video.
కనుక మనం ఫలితాన్ని ఆశించకుండా నిస్వార్థమైనటువంటి భావం చేత నిరహంకారమైనటువంటి ఒక తత్వం చేత మనం సేవల్లో పాల్గొనాలి.
We should undertake service activity without expecting any fruits thereof, with a selfless attitude and approach.
ఇప్పుడు ఒక చిన్న ఉదాహరణ,
One small example.
మనము సేవకులం,
We are servants.
ఈ భావాన్ని మాత్రం మరవరాదు.
We should never forget this.
ప్రతి మానవుడు కూడా సేవకుడే.
Every human being is a servant.
ప్రభువుకు ఒక సర్వెంట్ అని ఉంటాడు.
For master, there will be one servant.
ఒక రాజుకు ఒక రైతు ఉంటాడు.
For a king also, there will
ఒక
be a
గురువుకు శిష్యుడు ఉంటాడు.
For a preceptor, there will be a disciple.
బిడ్డకు తల్లిదండ్రులు ఉంటారు.
For parents, there will be children.
వీరు ఎవరు ఉంటే బిడ్డ సేవ చేసేటువంటి తల్లిదండ్రులు, తల్లిదండ్రులు సేవ చేసేటువంటి బిడ్డ.
You will take parents and children. Parents perform service to the children. Children perform service to the parents.
గురువు సేవ చేసేటువంటి వాడు శిష్యుడు, శిష్యుని సేవ చేసేవాడు గురువు.
It is Guru. He is a true Guru who serves the Shishya. It is a true
శిష్యుడు లేకపోతే
Shishya.
గురువు అనేటువంటి సార్థక నామమే ఉండదు.
Without a Shishya or a disciple, there is no need for a Guru at all.
కనుక శిష్యుడే లేకపోతే గురువుకు లేదు, గురువు లేకపోతే శిష్యుడే ఉండడు.
Without a preceptor, there is no disciple. Without a disciple, there is no preceptor or teacher.
తండ్రి లేకపోతే కొడుకు లేడు, కొడుకు లేకపోతే తండ్రి కాడు.
Without father, there cannot be a son. Without son, there is no use
ఈ
having a
విధంగా
father.
విచారం చేస్తే అందరూ కూడా సేవకుడే, ఒకరికి ఒకరు సేవకుడు.
If you try to understand in this context and in this way, everyone is a
కనుక
servant.
జగత్తంతా ఇప్పుడు సేవక భావంలోనే నిండి ఉంటున్నది.
The entire world is filled with the feeling of service.
ఈ భావాన్ని మనం హృదయంలో మొట్టమొదట భద్రం చేసుకోవాలి.
This particular feeling of service must be firmly established.
పరోపకారార్థం దినం శరీరం, శరీరం రావటము పరోపకారం కోసమని.
This body has been given to us for the sake of serving others.
ఏమిటి ఆ ఉపకారము? వారికి చేతకానటువంటిది మనం చేసి పెట్టడం.
What is the service which you can render? Doing such work which he is not capable of doing.
ఈ విధమైనటువంటి సేవ ఎందే మన జీవితాన్ని సార్థకంగా గావించుకోవాలి.
We have to sanctify our lives in this kind of service.
ఈ సేవాభావం చేతనే మానవుడు ఉన్నతోన్నత స్థితిని అందుకుంటాడు.
With a feeling of service alone, man can attain the highest.
కనుక మనము నిజముగా ఫలితాన్ని ఆశించి సేవ చేయరాదు.
Therefore, we should never undertake service activity expecting the fruits thereof.
ఈ ఫలితమును ఏనాడు మనము త్యాగం చేస్తామో ఆనాడే మనలో సేవాభావం అభివృద్ధి ఉంటుంది.
Only when we sacrifice the fruits of action do we develop the service sense properly. Thank you, Swami, for reminding us for the attitude that we must have while performing your work. For every action that we perform, there is an outcome or reward. Both action and the reward are inevitable and inescapable. It is likely that the rewards of action may motivate us to perform more action and therefore further rewards. This chain of action and rewards is what is called the wheel of karma. Attachment to the outcome of one's karma may bring suffering when we expect a certain outcome. Please let us listen to the story of Brother Jaimin Naik, the training coordinator of Gujarat state, how he had an eye on the fruits of the service that he rendered to Swami. Over to Brother Jaimin Naik.
Om Sai Ram. It was year 2015 when I was going through a tough time financially and psychologically. When Swami took me in his divine fold, I became Swami's devotee not because I had any spiritual objective, but one of my friend who is ardent Swami's devotee told me that after visiting Prasanthi Nilayam, Swami solved his many personal problems. So I thought that if I will pray to Swami, he will solve my financial problems. And with this selfish objective, I became Swami's devotee. Being a loving mother, Swami solved my problems within no time, which I was trying to solve for 1 or 2 years. After a gap of 3 years, I joined Sri Satya Sai Seva organization as Sevadar and visited Prasanthi Nilayam for the first time to render my seva to Swami. Again, in back of mind, there was a selfish objective that if I will pray to Swami and if I offer my seva to Swami at Prasanthi Nilayam, he will solve my personal problems. And again, without any doubt, Swami solved my all the personal and professional problems once I returned from Prasanthi Nilayam. For almost next 4 years, I remained a passive devotee and sevadar who used to perform seva once or twice in a year to the local samiti. But in March 2022, I decided to devote myself with more devotion and passion to Swami's seva activity. But again, the main objective or the mindset behind this decision was to get more rewards, because what I believed is more devotion I show to Swami, more rewards I will receive from him. And again, Swami rewarded me in multifold. Also, Swami provided me many opportunities to perform or to offer seva to him, like in the form of or in the position of district youth coordinator in Sri Satya Sai Seva organization. Again, Swami gave me an opportunity to serve him as a Sri Satya Sai Vidya Vahini trainer in June 2022. But September 2022 was a game-changing month for me. Sri Satya Sai Seva organization organized a youth and Bal Vikas alumni Sadhana Shibir for South Gujarat region. And in this Shibir, Swami gave me an opportunity to speak on a topic that was Seva and purity of will. During preparation, I came across many Swami's discourses where Swami has lovingly guided us about what should be our ultimate objective while performing Seva. During this learning period, I realized that all the Seva opportunities which Swami gave me in last 6 months or last 6-7 years was actually an acid test. Because though all the activities which I performed looked sacred or holy from the surface, but actually it promoted attachment towards my mundane worldly desires instead of liberating me from the materialistic life or materialistic objectives. Though I have failed to pass all the acid tests, I am very much confident that one day Swami will guide me to pass this test and he will make me a worthy instrument for his divine mission. Thank you, Sai Ram.
Thank you very much, Jamin brother. It was really touching to hear your experience. Sai Ram, generally we think that visiting holy places, performing rituals are the most sacred tasks. We, who are the volunteers of Sri Satya Sai Vidya Vahini, consider devoting our time and effort to Swami as being the holiest of tasks. Now we need to introspect whether our tasks pass the acid test put down by Swami. Do our actions actually promote detachment? Now, I joined Sri Satya Sai Vidya Vahini as a content creator. And then when I prepared lesson plans and when my lesson plans got approved, I felt very happy. And then Swami gave me the opportunity to become a mentor and then a trainer. Being a trainer, visiting the schools, especially conducting huddles for the teachers, I really enjoyed those a lot. And I got very good feedback for my huddles. So now I kept thinking that, okay, I'm good at this. But unknown to me, I was getting attached to all the appreciation that I was receiving. My ego, ever so subtly, my ego started to build up inside me. And then I got the opportunity to serve as the state training coordinator for Tamil Nadu state. I was very hesitant to take up the position. And then I started wondering why I was not ready to take up the position. And the answer came to me that I was afraid that I might lose the appreciation which I was enjoying being a trainer. I thought I was good at being a trainer. This being a training coordinator was something unknown to me. So probably I'm going to make a lot of mistakes and my ego is going to take a beating. This was an acid test. And I prayed to Swami for guidance and I got the reply that I should take the position. And then I became the training coordinator for Tamil Nadu state and I made lots of mistakes along the way. I learned from my mistakes. It was all new to me. I was out of my comfort zone. But thanks to Swami, thanks to my team, I am very happy to be the state training coordinator today. And I am ready to make more and more mistakes and learn from Swami and let my ego not get the better of me. In my personal life also, I learned not to get attached to the outcomes of our actions. I used to donate blood very frequently, and in the beginning, when I donated the blood, family members of the patient used to come up to me and thank me for taking time out and for donating my blood. And I felt so happy in the beginning. But gradually, I started realizing that I was looking forward to these interactions with the relatives. I was looking forward to that appreciation, that attachment started growing. And now, this was the acid test to me. I started wondering, should I stop donating blood altogether? That didn't seem right. Then once again, Swami guided me and I got this idea that I should just go, donate the blood to the patient and come back home. No need to look forward or interact with the relatives. That was as simple as that. So that's what I've been following till today. Where will we be without the guidance of our Divine Master? So thank you, Swami, from the bottom of our hearts. Sai Ram.
Renounce the feeling of attachment. Give up the feeling of I and you. Detachment is a word which can be easily spelled and pronounced, but very difficult to feel or experience. But with Swami on our side, with Swami with us, we can experience it, and the difficult task becomes very easy. This is what we experienced through Vidya Vahini. Actually, in 2011, when the Kerala team, was attending a workshop at Parthi, we all were blessed with the divine Pada Namaskar, and as we returned, we were asked to do a lesson plan on a lesson food from standard 6. The divine blessings, we all on our way in the day train itself, 10 science teachers put our heads together, and there we created, or Swami made us create a lesson plan. It was posted, even though it was a teamwork, it was actually given the name of one of our team members, Seema Ramesh. And from the central team, the appreciation came. Excellent lesson plan made by Seema Ramesh. The MS and the activities are of very high standard. We never felt a point or just a drop of jealousy in our minds. We were all so happy with that. The whole team was very happy. If it were in some other team, each and everyone will feel, why only for Seema? All others had put it, isn't it? No, Swami was working through us. He elevated us. Even the coordinator was so happy with the comments we got. This is where Swami played his trick. And through our internal feelings, he elevated us from I to ours and then to his realm. And during the earlier years, when we prepared the MLPs, nothing came in our name. No author's name was not ours at all, even though we created. But we never felt sad at all, because when we see, Swami made us so happy. When we just logged into the Vidyavahini portal, in Swami's portal, our names on top, we were so elated with that. Whose work is that? Here, now the whole world is after name, fame, and credit, but we never felt it. It's just because of Swami's blessing, no one else's. And recently, as we were creating the MLP, we could actually offer it at Swami's lotus feet on the Avatar day, on the Aradhana day. And afterwards, we got applause for one of our assets. That was a teamwork. By someone suggested to make it as a separate asset by somebody else, and the name to the asset was given by someone, and it was posted. The author was someone else, but it was a teamwork in all together, and appreciation came from all sides to the author. It was mentioned to the author alone. We never felt. That is where Swami plays. We never felt. We were so happy that our asset was very good and everyone is appreciating that. And the author, she never took the credit to herself. Who was working through her? She said, no, it was not mine. I'm just the author for namesake. It was a teamwork. Who made her say that? Only because of Swami's work, this is possible. Swami is actually transforming us. How? See, when we scroll down to our CMS, we see my asset. That is where we feel very proud. Oh, my assets are there, isn't it? But he is saying, yes, it is my asset, not yours. I'm working through you and it is my asset. And as we were discussing about this, Subbu brother was saying, you are all my assets. That is the message Swami is saying. Yes, thank you, Swami. You are helping us to pass this asset test and make this a holy, sacred offering to you. Swami, thank you very much. Sayara.
Thank you very much, Subhadra sister. You brought out the joy and ananda of doing selfless service. Thank you. Let's hear from the next Vidyavahini volunteer.
Sairam to everyone. I offer my humble and loving pranams at the divine feet of our beloved Swami. My journey with Vidyavahini, it started in the year 2020 with PYF program. It's a beautiful journey I had, and it gave me an intense satisfaction when me and my mentee we could complete 2 levels of our course. And then I got another opportunity to work with a multimedia team. So it's again an amazing and a beautiful journey with them because I could experience the team spirit and the beauty of teamwork. And then I got another golden opportunity, blessed this for me, to attend Train the Trainers program, which was held at Vidya Vahini in Prashanti Nilayam. As a part of my profession, I attended many trainings. Even I even trained many teachers and students. But this is entirely a different experience I had at that time. I can see the dedication and commitment of the trainers to carry forward this training to the rural teachers. They're yearning to do that. So it's really great. And at that time, I just I had an experience. I just want to share one experience I had at that time. So when I was attending the sessions, I came to know that I have to visit schools after completion of these sessions. So I'm still in dilemma whether I could do that or not. But Swami, he made me understand that yes, it is he who is working through me. So when I was at dilemma, because it's very difficult to get leave sanctioned in our university. We have here 2 departments, PUC and BTech, and I work for PUC department, and it's very difficult. And if I have to apply leave, I have to substitute someone, and then I have to leave. So, and each and every one of us, we are packed up with our classes, and it's very difficult to do that. And at that time, I got a call from my HOD ma'am requesting me to take BTech classes. So in BTech, we have English labs, and it's somewhat flexible compared to PUC. So we need not substitute anyone, but we can take the classes before or after we apply the leave. So this is how, at that time itself, I understood that yes, it's Swami who is working through me, and I need not worry at all. And like this, he worked. I clearly experienced His grace and Him working through me, like arranging each and every small thing to big thing. And what I want to say is, like, if we understand that it's Swami who is working through us, then there is no question of attachment or bonding towards our work. So we have to think that the work should be elevated, but not the individual who has done this. And it's my personal experience, and I got it. And I think we will not have any bonding towards the work when we realize this. Thank you, Swami, for this opportunity. And I pray more and more. I pray for more and more opportunities like this. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Katyayani sister. We heard from Katyayani sister of Andhra Pradesh State Training Team. Thank you so much. Now let's hear from a beautiful another experience from another Vidyavahini work.
Sai Ram to all of you. My journey in Sri Satya Sai Vidyavahini has been just a couple of months. With reference to today's theme, let me take back you to my school days when I was class monitor of Standard 7th. With the pride of being the class monitor and being able to handle the assigned task, I always felt I can take things for granted. But there was Swami who made me realize that every activity we do is holy or sacred. Once we had a fight in class, and the entire group of boys were divided into 2 groups, and me being attached to a group was also part of it. But then the matter was taken to our principal ma'am, who entered our class, and very first sentence she uttered, "Pandan, you too a part of this groupism. I heard You are a student of Satyasai Balvikas. Well, this very sentence had a huge impact on me, not because I was part of the group, but the three words Satyasai Balvikas. After that, I was so cautious of my activities as a student that I went on to become a house captain and a school captain. The time moved ahead. I completed my education, went on to become an architect, academician, but it was the time when Swami guided me of professional activities which should be performed without ego. One fine day, my father, who is also an architect, gets a call from State President Odisha that a Shiva temple to be constructed in Puttaparthi, but in Orissan architecture style. When my father conveyed this message to me, being a young architect at mid 20s at that time, my joy was sky high. And I wanted to prove my architectural skills. Somewhere, the ego within me surpassed the noble activity which we were supposed to perform. Though the design was completed, approved, but the project could not be executed because there was a super flood in state of Orissa where the entire focus shifted from construction of Shiva temple to the flood rehabilitation housing scheme. This is how Swami taught me that professional activities should also be considered sacred and holy without any self attachment. With all this, the days went by. I always felt somehow I was not participating in Satyasai organizational activities. In fact, I remember saying to my elder brother, Swami has been so kind to us, but in return, we are not doing anything for his mission. Next couple of days, I get a call to be part of Sri Satyasai Vidyabhayini Odisha. I happened to visit Puttaparthi in June 2022, and to my surprise, I was asked to come for a meeting to Satyasai Vidyabhayini Center, which is in first floor of Western Canteen. There I happened to meet our state Vidyabhayini coordinator, Brajaman Utasa, Brother Keshava, and all other members of Sri Satyasai Vidyabhayini Odisha team. I was assigned the first task to help Sister Sivani Sahu, the POF coordinator in POF activities. I was surprised and also in a dilemma if I can do justice to the assigned work. Over the time, I have realized that each time I question myself about my inability to do the assigned tasks, Swami has something else in store for me. From POF team, now it is the portfolio of training coordinator of Sri Satyasai Vidyabhayini Odisha. Swami's clear message to me, through all these portfolios, perform the activities that can be confirmed as holy and sacred without any self-attachment or bondage. Jai Sai.
Thank you very much, Brother Bandhan Kumar Mishra. It was truly an eye-opener, and it proves that man proposes and God disposes. Saira, let's hear another beautiful experience coming our way.
Om Shri Sairam. Seva is a form of worship. From being a Balvika student right from the age of 6 to pre-Sevadan, I became a student of his college finally, which was a long cherished dream, and eventually qualified to be a part of his educational mission, Vidyavahini. Being his student in itself is an acid test, I feel, as we are always under his surveillance lens. All the Sai activities that I'm involved in, I deem it as a worship. My association with Vidyavahini started in 2011 as a part of the training team from Andhra Pradesh. In no time, I was asked to train teachers in Bhubaneswar on the 7 assets. I was perplexed and tensed as I was not confident. I remembered Swami's assuring words, make yourself available for service. I will give you the ability. Indeed, with a sense of total surrender, the training commenced and we succeeded the acid test. Every time I make myself available, ability and skills, he takes care. Even for the teacher training recently in Bajanki High School in Telangana State, it was Swami who was working through us. We did not deserve any credit. So I feel when the feeling of I fades away, I have experienced all the tasks are accomplished successfully with a sense of detachment, which is an acid test. Let me share another testimony. Once, when I had applied for a casual leave for Vidyavani training program, my director called me back and said, when you're engaged in holy activities, why should you apply for casual leave? I'm sanctioning on duty leave. I was speechless. Another evidence of this invisible hand when we are ready to do a service without any expectations. Often people ask me, why are you engaged in all these activities? Are you not getting stressed? Why don't you have time for yourself and for your family? I just simply smile back. In fact, these activities work as stress busters that help me fulfill all my other duties. From 2013 to 16, I was preoccupied with domestic and other commitments, not actively engaged in Sai activities. I felt distressed. In 2019, when I wanted to attend the Vidyavahini meeting, the annual meeting in Puttaparthi, the registration dates were over. I prayed to Swami deeply. By his grace and timely intervention of Karunadevi, I attended the meeting, and from then on, Swami put me back on track. One evening, I got a call from Akhila Madam to take the responsibility of PYF lead in the state of Telangana. I was overwhelmed but confused with fear. Today, PYF is taking small baby steps. We're all progressing slowly with the cooperation of all the team members. Another testimony of his acid test. When I introspect silently, I realize today I'm totally engaged in so many activities, Swami's activities, including academic assignments, PYF, training, Balika, skill building for youth, and so on and so forth. And there's no room practically for or time for any other engagements or attachments. So I feel this is the best way to pass all the acid tests at all times, and we would not entangle ourselves in any worldly attachments or any bondages. I humbly pray to Swami to make me his worthy instrument in all his missions forever. Sairam.
Thank you very much, Sister Jayalakshmi. Sister Jayalakshmi leads the training team of Telangana State, and you beautifully brought out that when we feel distressed, doing Swami Seva de-stresses us. Thank you so much. Let's wait for another beautiful experience to be shared now.
At the lotus feet of Bhagavan Babu, Sairam to all my sisters and brothers. When anyone asks to share the experience that one has with Swami, it immediately makes her eyes fill with tears of ananda and ghost pimples dropping out. Let me share my experience of how the acid test had worked within me. I was doing my MPhil in vermicomposting at Anna University during the year 1995. At that time, my senior PhD scholars requested me to do invigilation for the candidates who applied their courses through correspondence and Open University. First, I refused to do so as already being a teacher doing invigilation at school, but they pleaded me to do it. Hence, I gave my name to be an invigilator. The exams were a week. The day came when all the candidates were busy preparing for exam, and being an invigilator, I was asked to be very strict so that no malpractices can happen. First day, the question paper were given and the candidates started to write their exam. As I was walking around, after half an hour or so, slowly the candidates started taking the bits paper that they had brought. I just went near them and seized their papers and made them write on their own without cheating. This happened for 3 days consecutively. On the fourth day, The other candidates became alert and they said, if this man is going to do invigilation, let us study and come. But there was one fellow in that group where he had a great influence of the political party. I didn't know that, but later on I came to know about it. And that person was very angry with me, and he started talking to my PhD scholars why he was not allowed to write the exam by looking at the paper. Then somehow they convinced him and told from next day onwards they will make him sit in another room or in another hall so that he will not be disturbed. And at the fourth day also I did my invigilation, but this person was not there, and all the other candidates wrote their exams without cheating. And also they felt happy that they were able to write all their exams. And this was going on, I joined my computer course in that university, which was after my lab hours. So one day, when I was coming out from my computer class, I happened to see this man with four other men standing in front of chemistry lab with a big can. And I didn't know that. He also saw me, I also saw, and I just went to my room. Next day, I asked my senior PhD scholars why the person has to stand in front of chemistry lab and with other men, and he had a huge can. Then the scholar said he wanted to pour acid on you, and that's the reason why he was standing there. We came to know that, and we stopped him from doing it, and we told him that not to do it because she was a good person, and since she is a good person, don't do that, and we have moved you to another hall, so just ignore it. So that's how I was saved from that acid being poured on me. I literally thank Swami for it, and it was really acid test for me to tell me where Swami tested whether I will adhere to his principle and also stick on to the truth. As Swami says, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara, somehow by Swami's help and grace, I was standing for justice, and I did allow not only that person to copy, I did allow even others. So this was a real acid test for me for that day and that moment where I cannot forget, and I'm really thankful to Swami for making me stick on to his principle and follow his principles, and I'm very grateful for it. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
Sai Ram Shanti Anand sister. Shanti Anand sister is a very valuable mentor trainer of Tamil Nadu team, and we are very proud that you stood your ground, sister, to hold the values of truth and justice. Sai Ram.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीधरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतीका आश्रित कल्पलतीका आत्माधरा ओम जय जगदीश माता पिता गुरुदैवम् मरि अन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरि अन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्र शरण ओम जय जगदीश ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अमृत मंगल आरती अमृत मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगन्नाथ नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो